We are joined now by climate expert Bradley Horton. This is something we're not used to in our area, Bradley, but how unprecedented is this event on such a national, or even, I guess we would say, global scale for us here in New York City?
Yeah, I would say that, here in New York and the Northeast U.S. in general, southeastern Canada, this is close to unprecedented to see fires of this extent. So really, it is pretty exceptional. As we've heard in Western Canada, Western U.S., it's a different story, a story that's getting worse with climate change. Now, maybe we're seeing some signs that areas in the Northeast, forests that we think of as being less vulnerable, actually are becoming more vulnerable with climate change. So it's that really just terrible combination of that source of the smoke, these really large fires. But then for us here in New York, additionally, the other ingredient is that pathway, those winds of just the right direction, just the right speed to concentrate that smoke, causing us to suffer.
I'm curious because we hear the connection and the conversation surrounding climate change. ABC's Ginger Z, we spoke with her earlier. Sam was having a great conversation about that potential connection and how that is tied in. Can you drill down a little bit more on that? Because when people hear about a wildfire, I think, they think of, okay, the ignition source, maybe in this case, lightning is what they think up in Canada, if I'm correct. And then the fire burns, and then we know the result that we're dealing with the smoke. But how does climate change play a role in this?
Yeah, it's a great question. I like how you alluded to all the complexities involved. But there are a few pieces where we think climate change has a pretty direct effect. When most of us think of a fire, the first thing we're going to think about, or a dry area, is a lack of rainfall. And that piece actually is fairly difficult still to link to climate change, the changes in the rainfall. But what's becoming much easier to link to climate change is the increasing temperatures. As we're seeing regions such as these forests of southeastern Quebec warming consistently with climate change, that is causing snow to melt earlier in the season, which is making it much easier for those soils and vegetation to dry out earlier in the year than they used to. And it's not just the snow melting earlier, but it's also higher temperatures than they used to experience. And what higher temperatures do is they mean that even if the total rainfall stayed the same, higher temperatures in the atmosphere are going to make the atmosphere better at essentially sucking the moisture out of that vegetation, out of that soil. And that's what we're seeing happening now. These forests are becoming tinder boxes, partly because of less rainfall, which may or may not be due to climate change, but increasingly due to these higher temperatures linked to climate change that are just drying things out that much more. You would have needed more rainfall just to prevent the fire risk from not going up because of these higher temperatures.
Let's talk about the long-term effects of this poor air infiltrating our atmosphere for several days on end. We're not certain exactly when this is going to be completely out of our danger zone or just within our zone. What are we thinking about, like the long-term impact on all of us here?
Yeah, I mean, for us in the Northeast, it's really unprecedented, and it's kind of frightening to realize that we don't necessarily have systems in place to understand and predict what all the effects are going to be. Certainly, we can look to other regions like the Western U.S. that have experienced more of this. But listen, we have a lot of vulnerable people with pre-existing health conditions, the elderly, those with respiratory, cardiovascular disease. The longer duration of exposure is going to further disrupt people's bodies, leading to more public health effects. These particles, of course, as you've been hearing, are incredibly tiny, something like 1/30th of the diameter of a human hair. That means they can penetrate deep into our lungs, past our natural defenses, and indeed even into our bloodstream. So do your best, as you've been hearing, to stay indoors, not exert yourselves outside.
Right, wear a mask. Pump those air purifiers, all of that. Great, great stuff. Thank you so much, Bradley Horton, for joining us.
Thank you. We'll be right back.